And continuing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the sequel of Final Fantasy VII Remake, the multi-part remake, full remake of Final Fantasy VII. I hope not too many, because that would take eternity for them to actually finish the game. But looks like I can't cross the swamp but without a big bird to ride it over with. And it looks like, and it also might be the case, that they didn't build a swamp castle to it, which is to say that one which was daft to build it a swamp, and it sank into it. So they would build another one which also sank to the swamp, and a third one that would burn down, fall off, and then sink into a swamp. But the fourth would stay up. And it looks like that did not happen in this castle or on that swamp, because there was no castle on it. But here is a Chocobo farm, except it's called Chocobo Ranch. But it has the very much...
Pleasure to see you all again, and welcome to my humble ranch.
Managed to get your truck fixed?
Indeed I did. You must have been my lucky charms. She started up right after you left. Anywho, what can I do you for? You in the market for some fine feathered friends by any chance?
Are we ever? Need them to get through the swamplands.
Then you have come to the right place. Back in the day, we had Republic ferries to get us from A to B, but now they're nothing but driftwood, sadly. We got the next best thing, though, chocobos. To them, a bottomless bog's no worse than a kiddie pool. Now, ladies, you're probably wondering, what gives these birds the power to glide across swamps with ease? Would you believe that their fluffy feathers give them the buoyancy to float, while their limber legs can outrun a motorboat? Not even the dreaded Midgard Stormer, one of the fastest fiends around, can keep up with them.
Wow.
But you don't need convincing. You just need pointing to a hard-working chocobo. Nature's two-legged limousine.
So, can we rent some?
Sure can. My grandson Billy's in the stable over yonder. He'll help you out.
Oh, they got the Chocobo song. But I wonder, can I do the same thing as in the original one and make them dance? They're just beautiful birds. I do not remember the sense of awe and happiness when I first saw chocobos in Final Fantasy VII. I still get it. They are just so... They look lovely in this game. They made look really lovely in this game. Not every Final Fantasy chocobo is made to look nice, lovely, friendly. Because you would still know that, because chocobos are, well, there used to be a prehistoric bird called, or group of birds called terror birds, and chocobos very much look like them.
It's on the side.
But they're cute.
Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could have fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding. But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
is one other option. Only cost you $1,000. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours, free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico, the hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet, by far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people. But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Oh yeah, that scene. Well, that scene is practically exactly how it was in the original one. But and of course they would be.
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand. I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents left. Say,
You mean got killed?
Are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam? Not very well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in Wall.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they get help!
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise. Oh! Take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see. Maybe he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy'll throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye. Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do. I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble.
All kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, I was right to guess that there would be something up here. And it would be a Moogle medal. I wonder what they are. They must be some kind of... Oh, they are just so beautiful. That big, friendly terror.
Where'd you run off to?
You mean Pico? Let's try looking for some tracks.
Just so nice and adorable looking giant yellow terror birds. Yeah, they're big, but luckily they are not too... Oh no, I can't make... They don't dance. But they do walk around looking real nice. But there's a saving spot, update spot, saving spot. Well, let's just make use of the saving spot, of course. Yeah, these benches are actually quite interesting little invention that they added to this. Of course, it was most likely just basically quite a, you could say, justified thing that so time to make a save. Save anywhere system is quite well, it's a system that well, because of this new kind of styling of the game, they really couldn't now oh yeah, those are big feet, and it's dropped molted lots of feathers as well. So, not necessarily the most easy bird to track down. I will say actually it is quite easy bird to track down because it's walking on the road.
Bingo.
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go bag us a chocobo.
Barrett's also got a earring on his left ear.
When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Prey? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
Yeah. Alright. It's not so much luring it and being very careful about it. I have to get to the central gap. This central bush, you could say. But they don't seem to be. Yeah, I know that I'm proceeding with the when the bird is not looking at me. They are quite skittish birds, so let's just don't turn around. What? Alright. Oh, there's the rock. Oh, that's a big one. But then again, you would need a big of. So now Cloud is becoming Age of 47.
Yep. Got your bird. And they even got a hard saddle to it. And big greens.
Aw, isn't he just the cutest? You know, they are kind of similar. Totally.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry? Sorry, that's all the food we had. But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Back to the ranch it is then.
Come on.
I managed to capture myself a chocobo. It's a quite nice, big, beautiful bird. What's really noticing is that after all the grimness and viciousness of the Midgar, feels almost relaxing and whimsical. This hunt down chocobos in this green, beautiful land areas. Well, let's hope that I got that big bird brought here.
There's our guy. Nothing beats a little taste of home, now does it?
And they have quite forward-looking eyes, which means they are predatory birds.
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here. Enough to ride? Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him this. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
Hey there.
What a pleasant surprise. You
Chatley of
do remember me.
Midgar main building. Yes, I do.
I knew you would.
The monster
It was an
researcher.
absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again. Your invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia. Detecting internal monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here? I was created by Professor Hojo, you know. Though your thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remna Wave towers first. They were originally constructed by the Republic of Junon, but were claimed by Shinra after the war. Since which time they've sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow. As will the area I can survey. I might even be able to construct a communications network independent of Shinra. How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me, but yourselves as well.
Well, that tells me what is the actual country. It's Junon.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started then. See that tower? That's your first target.
And I also saw
And
a
this will activate it. As the tower is close by, allow me to accompany you.
So, Chadley is actually... Didn't notice those little details that Chadley would have been a robot in the first remake, but he was quite an inconsequential character, and the completely weird ending of VII Remake, I'm gonna say the first act,
Here we are.
made it so that I wasn't particularly keen on replaying it. But, well, impressive little piece of machinery. It's kind of strange that there's so much of, you could say, neglect by Shinra to all these areas that if it has overtaken the complete Republic.
Tower activation confirmed. Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain the locations of fiends and natural resources. After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel. I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant data by completing various tasks on your travels. In
Meaning
return,
side quests.
I will use the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners. But before that, is there anything you would like to ask?
Let's ask
These
about the towers.
communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scanned for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Actually, I don't have much of interest. Ask, at least with this kind of
I see no
thing.
reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like?
Alright, fire and ice. Auto cast. Actually, I think I'm gonna blast out the auto cast.
I wish you all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask.
Well, that's a... Oh, yeah. All kinds of little... So that would mean that it's the... Well, is the bird ready?
Pico's all prepped. But first, here, you just give that whistle a toot and your chocobo will come a-running. So, who here's never been on Chocoback?
I haven't.
Why don't we take a few laps to get you comfortable then? Come with me.
What I really don't like how that harness looks on it. Choco Boutique. Oh, that must mean I have customization options on how it looks like.
How can I help you today?
Alright. Well, let's get the avian
If you ever
greaves.
want to change your chocobos here, feel free to use the stable just over there.
Oh yeah, with that I was able to get well, now I have a bird wearing outfits, but oh, there's a it's just so nice little feeling that gives me a incentive to start exploring and studying this world and location.
Here's where we get our birds in shape for the races.
What races?
The gold saucers, I mean. They're a big deal in our community. Won't find a ranch around here that doesn't compete.
So you guys race too?
We've been sitting it out since Mom and Dad left. But we're gonna get back in the fight soon and kick the tar out of one particularly nasty weasel. But never you mind all that. You just focus on the basics, like making sure you don't get thrown from the saddle. Why don't you try hopping on Pico and giving me a holler?
Alright, bird, come in here. Oh, it's
Okay, but how's about we stretch his legs a bit?
alright. Alright. And they made the heavy metal version of the Chocobo racing music, which is not bad at all, but I might have liked the original one because PlayStation 1 already could use instrumental samples.
Not
Well,
terrible, but hey, now that you got the basics, it's just a matter of practice.
We can't thank you enough, Billy.
Oh, that reminds me. Y'all mentioned your flat broke, right? Then you might want to swing by Calm again. Now that the troopers have cleared out, it's probably safe for you to ask around for work. Though, don't run off just yet. My sister's looking for help. Not sure what the trouble is. Didn't want to confide in me for whatever reason. Honestly, she hasn't been herself since Mom left. They did dang near everything together.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but moving on costs money. We had
Yeah,
fun
that's
helping people in Sector 5, right? Same deal.
Yeah, I got a quick travel system. And there's Chadley over there. But let's just go and have a chat with her to see what's going on.
Oh, hey, you're back.
I heard you might need some help.
You did? Oh, I see. Billy talked to you, didn't he? I've been meaning to go pick flowers, but the plains are way too dangerous for that. I'm sorry to hear that. As a flower lover myself, I sympathize.
That could be a double intent
I
read.
want to make a flower crown. Mom used to make them for us all the time. So I wanted to give it a try, but with all the monsters, I didn't know how I could. Here's an idea. Maybe we could do the picking for you? Sure. Cloud, thoughts?
Let's just do the job.
Really?
Let's keep.
You will?
Let's not push
Flowers grow on a
info.
hill that's
Just
got a great view of Midgard. It's kind of far, but a chocobo will get you there quick. Thank you so much.
meaning that it might in real life takes it's over a kilometer away in this game, which might be, you could say, quite long distance, especially with this kind of broken landscapes and all that. Let's look at the map. What it well, that hey, it looks like it that even Red is riding with the big bird. And I can pick up stuff. Up. That was something like an eagle owl sound. It's
Look at that! You've stumbled upon a life spring. Why don't you try scanning it? See what you uncover. Accessing the planet's figurative database should help us learn about the area.
You know, Chadley, you know, you're kind of creepy.
A life stream.
Well, let's hope that the bird remains here. Yeah, it's a materia form. Oh yeah, it seems that they have written lots of new material stuff for this game, the game.
Confirmed. Data received. Life springs such as this can be discovered in every region. Their potential energy output is far too minuscule for Shinra to exploit. But to us, they're fonts of intel. I encourage you to seek out more of these life springs.
That guy, you know, Chadley's kind of creep. He's spooky. But of course, finding all of those would be a matter of 100% completion. Up. Kind of. Let's avoid climbing that and just walk past that little obstacle. I'll look at the map. Where should I be going? Turn left and head towards Midgard. And avoid the critter as well. Chocobos make a bit different sound when compared to the original. But I do still feel that the one sense of wandering and this kind of exploration is very strong in this game. Oh yeah, bus stop, or in this case, a chocobo stop. Oh, but they got a... It's like a human baby. Oh. Huge, friendly, cute terror bird thing capable of most likely kicking man's hard enough to... Most likely Chocobo could kick hard enough to... And it can go to the river, wade through river and all that, but it ain't so quick. Oh yeah, there's the tower. Get up and finish up these things. So do I have to activate that? Not much skill needed for this fight. Yeah, I do get the... Everybody seems to get the experience points. Reveal more map. Alright, bird. Time to get going. Alright, do I actually... how could I actually would have to do it? Ah, it's this kind of thing. That was very much in Final Fantasy 13 as well. And 9, Chocobo treasure hunting. It's almost like a deja vu or flashback feeling from such mundane activity with the big bird. Alright, there it is. More treasure hunting. Excavator and a trophy from finding treasures. And finding stuff. And some not big fight with those critters, just because.
You know what that metal monstrosity is, don't you?
It's a pipeline. It moves Mako pumped in Midgard to the outlying towns and whatever else.
You call it a pipeline, but I call it a funnel. One that drains the planet's lifeblood into Shinra's pockets. Mark my words, I'm gonna stop that. Oh, I know. How about we break it in half and stick one end in the ground? That way we'll really be giving back to the planet.
There's an idea.
Real genius one.
And unique? Very.
Oh, come on!
I think the environmental consequences of that kind of action would be something like breaking up an oil pipe. No, you really don't want to do that, even if your intention is to just put the oil back to the ground where it belongs, because oil would be way deeper in the ground, and that stuff which goes in the pipelines tends to be more refined. Can't get through there. Could I actually circle column? That doesn't look like I could follow through that. That would be a quite fatal fall if the game would. Excuse me. If the game would allow that kind of self-destructive.
There's a war wheel. That would be old-fashioned form of energy use, or old-fashioned energy source, I would say. I think that would be the proper word. There's just so much of this stuff to investigate. So I know that it's gonna be a really riveting to watch me just wonder about this potion. Cache location. I would say that Barrett has a little bit of problem in the sense that his anger towards Shinra very much clouds his judgment of the rational kind. That he's much more he rather do something stupid which damages Shinra right away than think of any longer decisions which might also go damage Shinra real badly, but he would rather not think to do that kind of decision because he just wants to do the decision right away. And does this game have a well, let's just try to head towards Kalm and see what's going on there. And maybe I could then or maybe Kalm has a different exit that I can use to get to the other side of the grasslands, because I don't think that they would make this kind of side quest, basically first side quest, which you couldn't do right away. Out from the back. Oh yeah, and I think there is a, you could say, tracking system that you can use. Kind of inconvenient, this kind of thing, but this kind of method of hiding the loading times of different locations to tunnels or elevator rides or opening doors, it's very old trick, but it's complete. It's still functional, especially if you can make things, add some humor or comedy or whatever you want to say. If you can make those, you could say, technology dictated.
Avalanche, the anti-Shinra terrorist group responsible for the bombings in Midgard, is believed to have taken shelter in Kalm. Security forces performed a thorough sweep of the town, during which time it was placed under a temporary lockdown, which has since been lifted as of this report. The suspects remain at large, though public security is confident they will be apprehended soon. Local insurgents are believed to have played a role in their escape.
Oh well, there's a lot.
I was starting to worry. I thought you were here to fix them. Never mind. Yeah, we're more like demolition experts. So unless you want us to blow something up, How can you make jokes at a time like this? It's downright distasteful. Anyway, what's going on? It's the Mako pipeline. It sprung a leak. I paid a wandering merc to patch the thing up. I certainly wasn't about to fiddle with critical infrastructure as a layman, though I thought I'd hear back from them by now.
A merc?
Yep, some hotshot from Midgard's Undercity, or so they claim.
Sounds like a pro we ought to get to know.
Oh, you'd like to meet them? Well, if you're that keen, would you mind delivering a message for me while you're at it?
So, what's
Our
it?
town technician's laid up in bed at the moment, recovering from a fiend attack. We asked Shinra to send someone to fill in, anyone who knows the work, but we haven't heard back. Fortunately for us, that mercenary rolled into town. Without him, we would have been up a creek.
Alright.
It's your standard Mako pipeline, really. Carries a portion of Midgard's yield straight to us. We'd be lost without it. Hence, my anxiety. We need it fixed ASAP. Our tank's got some left, but we'll soon be running on fumes. Makes me sick to my stomach to watch our supply slowly dwindle like this.
That's rough, man. But hey, good opportunity to wean yourselves off that poison.
Okay, now that one was funny. You will? Capital! Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Fritz Bellinger, the mayor here. I'm sure that mercenary is hard at work over at the warehouse outside of town. Mind asking them to give us an update on the repairs? A simple, it's coming along, would suffice. We're working as hard as we can to get the power grid back online.
But I think you're the only one who's made a name for themselves in the Undercity.
So you don't know who he was talking about?
Look at this street. Ruled by Shinra, with
Not a
new
clue.
person.
Alright. There would be a quest.
Is the sun
You're the only hotshot I know. Most Undercity mercs don't go bragging about being ex-soldier.
And that would lead to somewhere else.
Breaking news at
There would be
this hour.
jobs.
Avalanche, anti-Shinra terrorist group responsible for the bombings in Midgard, is believed to have taken shelter.
Alright. How could I actually get to that white flower area? Because the map is, the landscapes are completely different. So I really have difficulties finding out where that is. Oh, there's the water wheel and all that. And there would be a map. So there's at least Republic of Junon, there's Wutai.
You know, I thought all was something.
And that's one of the God game players. We have cardboard box fort. Nothing wrong with cardboard box forts. They are actually quite fun once you get familiar with them. And because this is now completely well, it still seems that the column is just a basically hick down in.
How y'all doing today? Yeah, it's me, your boy Akira. Still with Sugar Records still. It's been a long 7 years since I hit the road, and the world hasn't always been kind.
Oh, it's a real show of all the.
I always knew that one day I'd make it big and come back as star. Haven't quite yet, but I'm working on it. Even though I left Midgard behind, my journey won't end here. No, sir.
What the hell is that? The recording is also running out. So, but there was plenty of weird running about
So I guess it would be time to actually end this episode right here, because there would be odd jobs and all that kind of thing wandering around, and which is not interesting. So next time they would be most likely getting progress and trying to challenge that swamp. See ya then. See ya.